motherfucking Bills in this motherfucker.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, badass bitch.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no chance to get away
so
as they'll
bad,
get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's in that show.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Haskins to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right?
I know, bro. The whole time I'm like, bro, that's stupid. Remember I was telling you I was going to start him, too?
What they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's tackled a yard short
like
I
started him.
Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that
I
people
wish. I had him in, bro. I had him
in
in the last minute,
at the
bro.
same time,
Fuck, I'm gonna take him
as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Right, Amazon never called you?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Yeah.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Allen off the play fake. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Powers through him. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. He's got a first down past the 30. 47 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round.
Way.
Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Nigga. Ha! Can't do it, brother. Nigga.
They'll try the right side with Harris. The strong running.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sorry, brother.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, bro, I thought you didn't see that.
They go play action now. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First, looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Yeah, I guess they're doing
full
silent disco for
backs
Karen's
him up
birthday.
5, 1st and 15.
No, I think it's next.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
17's Mike 17. Let's go, team.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen, buying time to his left. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
You would think that he had baseball in his past, the way he patrols center field and goes and gets the footballs he just did there. An all-pro for the Steelers each of the last 2 years. His first 2 years with the franchise, he led them with 4 interceptions in 2020.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
In his 5th year in Pittsburgh, a good bounce back last year for Juju with 97 catches. He must continue to make grabs like that and get upfield.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Yo.
Haskins will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Move out my fucking way, you fucking bitch.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Trying a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As time expires in the first half, and the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Nigga.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
What? Oh, I don't know. We're supposed to meet at my house in pregame. They can come
and
through.
they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Oh. Going deep for Diggs.
No, I'm saying no.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hammy for Hammy.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. To throw, it's Allen. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Body for body shit.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Haskins.
Nigga.
Going for the deep ball. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Haskins now off the bootleg.
Yeah, I got to get one, too.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I went the first time, bro, and I don't remember him saying anything. Oh, no. I'm tripping, bro. They make you take your hat off at the door, bro. They put your hat, like they hang it on the fence, bro, with a bunch of hats, bro. Like, I was hella mad because I wore my hat. Yeah.
They'll try the left side.
They act like dicks,
it's Harris.
Dude. Some of the security.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown! Matt Breida, 46 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way we can get it done.
You can't wear any hats.
From the 27, Haskins.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the right side.
Come on, bro.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up big...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a 1st down carry for Harris, pushing through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. They go play action now. Haskins. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
Isn't? Oh, they remade him? They remastered him? How much is it? For the
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
I'm low-key. Yeah, I need San Andreas for sure, bro.
They run the counter. Harris runs over him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Come on. Najee Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 41, Bills 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Moss. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
2 minutes.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
17's Mike 17. He don't know no better.
From the gun, it's Allen. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On play action, Allen steps away. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Nigga.
Allen gonna throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right there, 54, right there.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He finds his target, Ebron. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped